cool. It's pretty cool. Takio! Ooh. Oh yeah. Someone's saying there's a wall weapon or a perk in this area here. When they're looking up the robot. Great stuff. Is this light behind them? I don't see a... Oh no, I don't see anything there.
My name is Samantha. I'm going to tell you how all this really began.
Okay, well, relax. You mean the robot's chest? Alright, let's take a look. So, the guy on the tables, I don't think that's Maxis. I don't know. Wall weapon at the Roman soldier. The first one? When we first saw the Roman soldier? Right here? I don't see a wall weapon. There's no wall weapon. Yeah, there's just a light there. That's no wall weapon. I don't see anything here. Somebody was saying that when they looked up at the robot, there was a perk or a wall weapon or some sort. The blue lights, the blue glowing is from Element 935. I mean, they showed the meteor. So it's definitely... Yeah, I'm gonna look at the robot in a second. Relax. Relax. Yeah, see? Right there. It's probably the best look at it. What cross is that? Oh. Oh my god. What is this thing? What is this crap with Nicolas Cage, by the way? I'd just like to know. What is going on? I've seen like a bunch of like even on Imager stuff with him. That's the German Iron Cross. Yeah, so obviously these guys oh, excuse me. Germany was trying to create this dude. And then it obviously turned or whatever, right? Now it's being controlled by the zombies or whoever. Look, even the robot has glowing orange in his eyes. I'll look closer at the guy that's Templar Cross, whatever. The guy that Maxis or Richthofen was chopping up. I don't know. What was the wasn't there some stuff in a quote in some audio about Maxis and Richthofen? What happened at the end there? I don't know if that would be Maxis. Would it? What if we opened up that other file? Maxis is in the robot. Hold on. Oops, multiplayer, zombies, DLC 4, trailer image. No. I don't even know where I have that image, but yeah, Maxis does have a beard. The Templars trying to kill Altair. Okay, so we know that these guys, guys that they unearthed, right? Let's just get back to that. Why is that zoomed in? I don't want that to be zoomed in. See, there's the meteor, right? So there's the glowing blue, and that's what you're seeing in some of these other areas, like the glowing blue rocks in here. So obviously there's some element 935 in there. Same within here. And then we have this dude. Why is it so dark? Let's do some color correction. There, so this guy. Right. And then another color curve here. And then we have this this Samantha. Okay, so let's talk about this whole Samantha thing, right? And the blue eyes and the orange eyes. So these Roman soldiers were buried at this excavation site for who knows how long. If we go back in history, this area was populated by the Holy Roman Empire going back to 1374. All right, and 1374 until, I don't know, 1552. It's not very clear, right? So you have these guys that are buried. They've been buried for what? Element 115. Sorry, am I mixing it up? Group 935, element 115. I'm sorry. Okay, so they have the purplish eyes, or blue purple eyes when they come out of the ground in the excavation site. These are the Roman Holy Roman Empire soldiers. Oh my God! Stop that with the Half-Life 3 confirmed. Right. So element 115. With the blue glow, and it's in around the excavation site. But assuming that Tunguska, when did Tunguska happen, right? It was in the early 1900s, wasn't it? Tunguska event. June 30th, 1908. Okay, so that's purportedly where element 115 came from, right? And it wasn't until 1908. But obviously we're seeing here that there was a possible outbreak prior to that. Either that or this this excavation site, somehow they infected these buried Roman Empire soldiers. Not really clear. But again, the difference in coloration of the eyes would tell us that, yeah, possibly these guys were infected some time ago, and perhaps infected by some sort of, maybe there was evidence at this excavation site that element 115 existed well before the occurrence of Tunguska, and maybe that's why, you know, they where did this actually happen? Yeah, so I mean, that's that's Verdun. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing, because the Tunguska occurred in Russia, right? In 1908. So we're just trying to piece this together. Why? Who's telling me to check Skype? Why do I check Skype? You're not on my Skype, are you? Hold on. Yeah, sorry. Hyper was like, please stop calling it element 935. No, it's group 935, element 115. Thank you. I know. I cleared that up. Apologies. Oh man, now the Sony Gamescom stream is going on. Why is it blue? I don't know. I don't know why it's blue. So yeah, it's really hard to say. It's hard to say, you know, element 115 is infecting the Roman soldiers, but then we have the orange eyes, and perhaps, you know, that's the first control, you know, zombie controlling by Samantha. Samantha's voice is obviously not like the old Samantha, and I'm wondering if Samantha... See, Maxis had a daughter, right? And he named her Samantha. I wonder if he named her Samantha after this Samantha. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys make of this whole Samantha thing with the voice? Oh my god, seriously? 1050. 935 plus 115. No! No! She's telling the story, but it's not her voice, right? It's some other dude. Well, Samantha would be alive because Samantha was around while Maxis and Richthofen were experimenting, right? And since this is the beginning of the outbreak, obviously that experimentation has concluded. Because now the old characters are together, and Richthofen isn't working with Maxis anymore, right? So they were obviously working together. There is audio going back on several maps of them working together, and you know I think it was on I don't know whatever map. There was them talking. I think it was Moon. I don't know, where you have the radios possibly, or even Ascension, where they're talking and they're doing the experiments, right? And Samantha is there. Samantha's in the lab, and something happens. So she is around. She is a kid, and probably those events have occurred by now, right? With her. Hyper, stop it. What do you guys think? I'm just trying to read... trying to read what you guys are saying here. No, dude, it's totally not her voice. Come on. It is not her voice. And it sounds like a guy's voice, you know? It doesn't sound like a girl, like a little girl's voice. Yeah, so I think maybe this will tell a story, or maybe there's a storyline about how the zombies become controlled by Max's daughter. But Samantha isn't really Max's daughter. I don't know. Are you sure? Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Little Dragon, like something like that. I don't know. Hey, thanks for subbing, you guys. Mr. Meg Gaming, Socks131, and Charlotte512. Thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing, you guys. All right, let's watch it Let's watch it again, and we'll listen to the voice. Okay.
It began long ago, on the battlefields of the Great War. Two German scientists sought to harness dark and mysterious forces buried for centuries. They believed their discoveries would assure Germany's ultimate victory. But they could never have imagined was just what else their research would unearth.
She's making an audiobook for kids. Yeah, maybe it was Max's wife or something. I don't know. Richthofen's body? Then she'd sound like Richthofen, and he's obviously got a pretty thick accent. Man, it's hard. Sorry, it's hard to read what everybody's saying. Chat is in slow-mo, guys. It is in slow-mo. There's only 1,600 people. Imagine 10 times this number of people next week, right? I know this is the beginning of Zombies. Yeah, she was talking. Yeah, I know she was talking to my enemy. Why is everything pausing?
My name is Samantha. I'm going to tell you how all this really began.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that Samantha, you know, maybe that is Samantha's voice, only like she's really old. Does that make sense? Yeah, she has bronchitis. Samantha has bronchitis. Does that make sense? I mean, it almost sounds like... Let's play the beginning again.
Oh, on the battlefields of the Great War. 2 German scientists sought to harness dark and mysterious forces buried for centuries. They believed their discoveries would assure Germany's ultimate victory.
Sam's just a heavy
What they could never
smoker.
have imagined was just what else their research would unearth. My name is Samantha. I'm going to tell you how all this really began. My name is Samantha. I'm going to tell you how all this really began.
Yeah, I think it does sound like maybe a very older Samantha, and yeah, maybe she's inhaled too much ether. What do you think? What do you think about that? Maybe, perhaps. All right.
It began.
Oh, in France, 1918. What else? What do you guys? You want to play it again? Really? It's Teddy. All right. What else do you want me to do here, guys? Because I'm going to record sort of what I think about it. I'm not going to do that while I'm streaming, but 935 plus 115 equals 1050. Black Ops 3 confirmed. Good logic, man. Good logic. She hasn't been the same since the sex change. Yeah, I'm thinking, God, I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, they're just turned. The zombies are turned because of element 115, and then they're later controlled. So they were just basically uncontrollable initially, and then they were controlled. Man, it's so hard to keep that. It's just so hard to keep up with you guys, what you guys are typing. Play it backwards and you hear a secret picture? Interesting. Alright, I'll play it again. And then, well, I'll try to keep up with
began
that.
long ago on the battlefields of the Great War. Two German scientists sought to harness dark and mysterious forces buried for centuries. They believed their discoveries would assure Germany's ultimate victory. What they could never have imagined was just what else their research would unearth.
Maxis isn't in the cutscene. No, Maxis, that is not Maxis. That's not Maxis, man. I think it's like a citadel of some sort. That is at the beginning. Is the body on the train? I don't know. Man, I'm trying to read as fast as I can. I want to watch the freaking Sony conference, man. Yeah, there's markings. It's just like an excavation site. Like, obviously, there's some ancient stuff down there. No, Richtofen really, he's not. I don't think he's that bad initially, but over the course of zombies, I mean, he gets worse and worse. So we discover more and more. Right? Remember the experiments that Richtofen did on these guys, right? He actually experimented on these guys. And particularly, he talks about in Ascension, he talks about experimenting on Nikolai. And I think Pontiel as well. Yeah, Richtofen totally experimented on them, man. Like he even like they talk about it in Ascension. I mean, when you run 155 rounds on Ascension, you tend to hear those things over and over and over again.
I'm going to tell you how all this really began.
Yeah, it does look like something was like Richtofen didn't know exactly what he was doing there when he was looking at the blood on his hands. He looked pretty confused. Well, it couldn't have been before this. He couldn't have experimented on them before this because they just met, right? So it was obviously after this. So play the voice backwards. I wouldn't even know how to do. I don't even know how to do that. How do you even play? I don't know how to play it backwards. How do you play it backwards? Samantha's probably one of those. You know, she's got the smoker thing where now she doesn't breathe through her mouth. She has a thing in her throat that she breathes out of. I'm thinking the melee weapons look pretty good, so I don't know. I hope they have different melee weapons. The Roman soldier is not Marlton. Oh my god. Read the description on... Oh, yeah. Maybe I should read the description on the video. Let's see what it says. Bless you. Bless you, God. God has sneezed. It's now going to... We're going to have an earthquake. Okay. With Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Apocalypse, Treyarch reveals Origins, the most horrifying and imaginative zombies experience yet. Players will be deployed to as World War I era France, where they will encounter the return of the four original heroes from the very first Zombies map, as well as hordes of zombies that have overrun trenches and fields, as well as the ruins of a mysterious and ancient location. Unleashed after the Germans unearthed the mysterious new Element 115, this next chapter in the zombies' legacy will explore the saga's origins as players reunite with an unlikely band of soldiers that come together to defeat the greatest evil the world has ever seen, using a period-specific arsenal that includes wonder weapons that harness supernatural powers, a Mark IV tank, as well as a new perk machine and power-ups, and that's just the start. Players will need all the help they can get to succeed in defeating the undead, as well as evading unprecedented 1,000-foot-tall robot abomination. Okay, the introductory cinema... yeah, they really didn't give us too much, did they? Yeah, there's not too much there. I'm just checking Twitter. Okay, sorry, I'm just typing a message to back to Payday. They're telling Payday's telling us we got to work on our stealth tactics. I'm like, yeah, but if you did every mission in stealth, what fun would that be, man? There we go. Hold on. All right. Okay, anyways, I'm going to probably go offline then, guys, and I'm going to finish up the video and then post it on NGT Zombies. Like I said, on the 27th, guys, on the 27th, we're going to be live streaming again, starting probably at 4 or 5 a.m. We'll probably end up going like at least 15 plus hours the first day. And then as well, we'll probably be live streaming the 21st, 22nd, or sorry, 27th, 28th, 29th, and probably the 30th. All week long, likely. Depends on how the map goes. But even if we do, you know, discover everything, we're going to be doing some other stuff along the ways during those days as well. Again, we're going to be having all kinds of giveaways for you guys, at least on the first 2 days and probably going into the rest of the days. We've got a bunch of free games that we're giving away. Codes for games. A lot of it's going to be PC stuff, but we are working on securing some DLC codes for you guys, not only for some of the custom ammo, multiplayer ammo for Xbox 360, hopefully PS3 and PC, but also hopefully some DLC codes for Apocalypse, the DLC itself. All right, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And the chat will be on subscriber-only mode just because Mainly because, I mean, you can see the chat going crazy right now. We're going to have 10 times this many people in the chat on Tuesday, or next Tuesday. So we're going to put in subliminal because it was useless last time. When we did Buried, I mean, the mods couldn't even do anything. It was just like a sea of posts that just kept streaming across, and people weren't able to actually have even a conversation. So we're going to put it in sub-only mode so our subscribers can have the benefit of having a chat room. Hey, you still get to watch, and like I said, if we left it open, the chat would be useless anyway. So there's no point, right? No, that's fine. If you don't have money to subscribe, I mean, that's fine. Like I said, we're still going to be live streaming. You'll still be able to watch everything. You just won't have access to the sub-only chat. That's all. It'd be nice if I could, what we used to do in our old website, we'd have 2 chat rooms. One would be a subscriber chat, and the other one would be for everybody else. But that's not possible on Twitch. If we could, put together a separate chat room for everybody, then that would be awesome. But what are you going to do? Okay? So anyways, guys, I'm going to sign off, and we'll catch you guys next time tonight, I think. I don't know what we're going to be streaming. I think we're going to be streaming a zombie surprise tonight. So stay tuned. I'm out. Later, guys. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Check out the video on NGT Zombies.